I wouldn't say that was the best start to the fair season. You know, the track quite deep, and I think that it was pretty obvious that Well and Down did what she could. Very strong filly, but just couldn't overcome that track. She rolled off 3-4 times. They said I'd interfered with the guy down the backstretch. Now, I did not, but it wasn't like they could go to the booth review to find out. I don't know what the guy said, but I didn't interfere with him. But regardless,
the guy tracked you down with a golf cart and talked to you.
No, that was a presiding judge. Yeah. Anyway, filly raced good. Now, we had sold the filly after the race to one of our clients that bought everybody else out on Well and Down. They wanted to race her in the fairs and around the Scioto area, which was fine. It made sense to sell her, and not that tonight was any this is why we sold her. Not quite the opposite. The filly ran 3 times for sure, and was still closing in on the leader going under the wire. She's gritty. She's tough. Very, very nice filly. I know that Bill and his partners wanted to buy her, race her, and breed her, which I think's a great idea. I wish every horse we raced had as much grit and determination as Well and Down. She's a nice filly to drive. A little rough tonight, but that happens. You know, you go to these little tracks. If I had it to run back and do again, pull her hobbles in a couple of holes, and I think we're probably fine. We scored her down. There was no indication she was going to run. She looked at a few shadows in the warm-up, but didn't get rough like she did there. So, not a big deal. It happens. We ended up with an official 4th place finishing, but we were second. What else? Oh, I told a couple of people, I told Greg Grismore I was going to do a food review of all the fairs I go to this year. Deep fried Oreo at Paulding, A+. A+. Fantastic. Now, it says world famous bourbon chicken. I don't know if it's world, that might be, he may be out over skis on that one. Not a world famous bourbon chicken, but very good. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 for the world-class bourbon chicken here at Paulding, Ohio. Homemade ice cream was pretty good too. I should walk home. That's what I should do. So Well and Down ends up with a 4th. We sold the filly after the race. Sold a number of horses over the last few weeks. We talked about this, but I like to reiterate it every so often. Every horse is sold for if we sell a horse, a lot of them are sold for different reasons. I think I outlined why Well and Down was sold at the start of this video and multiple other videos. But we're getting down. You see the horses starting to race good. We notice when we send our horses to the track now, expect they're all 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, Northern Blizzard tonight, again, I'm not a gambling man, but I would probably say it would be safe to wager on Northern Blizzard in the same type of class next week. James found every blind switch in Ontario to run him up into somehow. He was just trying to be safe with the horse. We got a long stake season, and we all like this horse, and we want to see him going forward. I think James, at multiple points in the race, wishes maybe he had turned right instead of left, but that's racing. I can probably guarantee you he'll drive him with quite a bit more confidence next week. I know going under the wire, he was climbing over the horse. I watched the replay too, down the lane, like the guy's shutting him off. Just whatever. Northern Blizzard will be good next week if he's the same. If he goes in the same and feels the same, gets the same type of competition, I wouldn't be scared to wager a few dollars on him, put it that way. And then Adrenaline Rush come out. Now, Mario drove him great. The race worked out, set up perfectly for him. And this is important for a horse like this. For a horse like Adrenaline Rush to pace past horses, it's a big deal because he's a hanger. And he'll hang out. But tonight, once he cleared to the front, he finished off the race. And that was good. That's important for him. Mario drove him good. The horse raced good. And congratulations to everybody that owns pieces of Adrenaline Rush. Very happy with that colt tonight. Now, we still got War We Welcome coming up, Better's Hope coming up. 2 horses that are probably in a little snug. I'm very interested to see how they race. First start, War We Welcome in Carmen Osiello's barn, but she's also coming off racing 7 days ago at Northfield Park. So probably a go-around, I would think, for James and Carmen from Post 9. And then I'm very interested to see what happens with Better's Hope and Mario. Mario liked the way he qualified. First ever victory. It was in a qualifier, but it was a victory for him interested to see how this is going to play out tonight for Bettor's Hope. So another decent showing tonight, although I did go under the wire second at the fair with Well and Down. She was placed back to fourth. Regardless, it is what it is. She raced as good as better than she could. All the time, she's always pushing forward. So good luck to Bill and his partners with Well and Down. Northern Blizzard, I think anybody goes back and watches that race, you can see where he's probably headed next week. And then a great race and a great drive from Mary Bergeron on Adrenaline Rush. So keep it up. Things are moving forward. What do we got tomorrow? I got Jazzy Judy in Harrington tomorrow. Thursday, we got a bunch of babies qualifying. Friday, for our first 2-year-olds of the season, make parimutuel debuts together. Rose Run, Why Not, and...
No. Rose Above It.
What did I say? Rose Run? Oh, yeah, Rose Above It, and... what's his name? Hope's Reprise races on Friday, formerly Harlan L. What's that? Yeah. And we have a number of horses also entered for Sunday and Monday at Northfield Park. I know that Jason entered Voyage of Ice and Fire in a maiden. I know that Jason also entered Massive Profit in maiden. And of Tom, they have a 2-year-old maiden written on Monday. I doubt that'll fill, but hopefully it will. So a ton. We're starting to get going now. First fair of the season. The food was great. The track was not. We finished fourth. Take care.